Nice to meet you.
Howdy. Sterling.
Sterling, nice to meet you, Sterling. I'm Carr. Yeah, so what company do you work for, Sterling?
I work for Cholla Incorporated.
How do you spell that?
CHOLLA.
LLA Incorporated. Okay, let's see if we can pull it up. Is that it right there? Cholla.
Yes, that is it.
Cool. Yeah, so tell us all about Cholla.
So right there on the homepage, you can see it says energy abundance for all, and that's our mission statement. So in all of our ventures and pursuits, we are trying to push the frontier on, kilowatts per capita. That's really the metric that we need to focus on, because empirically, as power production goes up per capita, quality of life increases as well. And so to be more focused on exactly what that looks like, West Texas is the perfect example. It's our case study. It's going to be the place where all this innovation happens, and it's for a few reasons. We've got the wind belt that runs north and south through West Texas. We've got wind running that way. We've got solar running east-west. Then we've got the Permian Basin with all of the nat gas production. And so you've got firm generation through natural gas, and then you've got variable generation through solar and wind. And so it creates a pricing climate where in the month of February, and at Cholla, I'm a Bitcoin miner. I run the load center as the supervisor. Mm-hmm. And for the month of February, 19 out of the 28 days, we were paid to take electricity. And that's very jarring for most people that are paying a regular commercial or a regular residential power bill. Like the fact that you could get paid to take electricity is quite a novel thought.
That is pretty interesting. Wow. How beautiful is it out there in West Texas? I don't think people talk about that too much. They always talk about all the kind of desolate land that's out there, but I don't think it ever do justice to how beautiful it is out there.
I really appreciate that. It's an acquired taste for sure. And I like to joke that when people are out there for long enough, you become a really kind and considerate person, because the environment itself is so brutal. You've got the heat, the wind, and all of the desert things that come with that climate. And by the end of the day, after you and your boys have toiled away in the field for so long, it's nice to just be able to relax and have a good conversation.
Right. Can you talk about the team and about what you guys are building over there, as far as like how it's taken off, how it's grown over the past?
Yeah. So we had a focus on staying small and working with the local community. I am the local that was brought into the operation to be a part of the team, and watching what we built over there grow and develop has been incredible. So our main focus is we want to test everything. We like to joke that we're the innovation lab for the Bitcoin mining community. We've got Bitmain, we've got WhatsMiner, we've got Canons, we've got Avalons, we've got some proto rigs on the way. We're excited to get those in.
Nice.
We're testing containers from Upstream, from Giga, from Foghash, Hayden Immersion. We've got a Cormit box as well. Those guys built a pretty neat box. And so being able to test positive air pressure, negative air pressure, hydro, and immersion all on one facility, running the same power quality and that sort of stuff makes a huge difference in analyzing empirically how efficient things are, how reliable things are. And it's just been really neat to see all that come to fruition.
So Cholla's been around throughout the years. It looks like it started off in the 1900s.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're traditionally we're an oil and gas company that was just, trying to wildcat out here in West Texas and East Texas to get, some of that black gold out of the ground. And Gideon, our current CEO, he found Bitcoin in the mid 2010s and was completely enveloped by it and knew the mission statement to be true, that like Bitcoin is energy money, it's freedom technology, and it's the way that it's the way moving forward. And so bringing that to life was such a big ask for somebody that was not in the space, that was not directly involved, but Gideon went full bore. So he built Hodl Ranch in 2017 or 18. So Hodl Ranch was one of the first large scale deployments of Bitcoin mining in the world. It was a 150 megawatt project by the time it was done. And nothing like that had ever been built before up until that point. Gideon was the stage setter for lots of these hyperscalers and data centers to come in and acquire deals. Yeah, Gideon set the standard for what this deal flow is supposed to look like. What does it look like when you're servicing hundreds of megawatts up to gigawatts of power? How did those negotiations go? He did a lot of the pioneering work.
Wow, I did not know that. That's fascinating. And then it looks like in 23, some more stuff happened here.
Yeah, so that's when South Dun, the facility that I operate at, that's when we opened that up, and we took a radically different approach than we did with Huddle Ranch. So Huddle Ranch was get as many S9s as you can, just get them crammed in there. Let's get this thing powered on, and we hope that the math crunches and works out. It was really fly by the seat of our pants. Even though the project ended up being sold off and parceled off in pieces, it was a great learning experience, and it really set the groundwork for what we wanted to do with the mine in 2023, which was never to get big, but
Right.
to have enough stake in the game to say we're going to go negotiate with ERCOT, with Encore for power agreements. We're going to work on testing methodologies for all this equipment, and now we're pioneering some off-grid stuff with hybrid DC compute. So we've got solar coupled with batteries and Bitcoin mining, and we're taking advantage of an arbitrage opportunity in the solar market. So all solar competes against itself when the sun shines, because the sun shines the same for everybody at the same time. And so you can take that energy and store it in a battery, but now you're trying to time the window in which you're supposed to offload that extra energy.
Yeah. So how does that? Yeah.
So typically what happens is if you look at the ERCOT grid in the marketplace, you see this power being dumped off right at the end of the day as the transition from solar and wind and kind of more nat gas generation comes online. So you'll see those batteries supplement there, and then it kind of tails off through the nighttime. We typically don't have a demand spike at night unless it's really cold. And so those batteries will just sit idle all evening. And then right before the sun comes up, they're like, well, we've got all this power. We have to dump it now. So we'll see a morning dip on price. As soon as those batteries stop discharging, though, we have this like rubber banding effect that shoots price up super high in the morning while people are drying their hair, washing, getting ready for
So
whatever.
you can see that in real time, huh?
Yeah, we have 5-minute price data from ERCOT, so you can see that stuff in real time.
That's fascinating. Tell us a little bit about these different divisions that you guys have.
So
and what each of them are planning on doing. Obviously, petroleum.
Right.
Yeah.
So Cholla Petroleum is the traditional oil and gas company with all of their structured assets and traditional way of working. And so we, as the Bitcoin side, didn't want to mess with what the petroleum side has going on. And so Cholla Energy is all of our Bitcoin mining operations. That's our testing methods for solar, off-grid. And we've got a few other things in there that are kind of just laboratory experimental things.
Cool. Okay, nice.
And then Cholla Ventures is our acquisition arm. So what we're doing with that is buying up strategic pieces of land near substations, developing it in such a way that it's ready for a power contract, and securing said power contract, and then brokering that to a hyperscaler. And we like to say that we do that as responsibly as possible. So
is the market ripe right now, or is that something that's it's seasonal, or if it's just
the market is very ripe. It's extremely hot here in Texas right now for all of these data centers to come and move in. And when you have a negotiated power contract already in place, it makes the sale super easy. But some of the concessions that we make in these deal flows is that, you're not going to screw over the local community.
Right.
You have some obligations to the people that you're going to be working around to meet some quotas, whether that's labor force participation from the local community, water, filtration, or some sort of systems to make sure that we're not wasteful in our endeavors, and those sorts of things. So we want to make sure that not only is the property transformed into the state that it's usable, but it's also amenable to all the people that live around it as well.
That makes a ton of sense, because people have to live around it and raise kids and families around it too as well. And that's a big part of West Texas. Awesome. Thank you so much, Mason, for or is it Mason?
It's Sterling.
I'm sorry. Mason was the last guy. Thank you so much, Sterling.
Absolutely.
For coming through. Is there anything we can share here? How can people get a hold of you if they're watching this and they're interested in being a part of what you're building here?
If anybody's interested, you can go ahead and hit me at Sterling. It's Sterling at chollainc.com.
Okay. Or they can just hit contact here, maybe.
Yeah,
put a message here. Just ask for Sterling.
Yeah, that'll work.
Sterling, like that. Boom. There you go. And then that's how you do it. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sterling, for coming through.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you.
It's fun.
If you can bring somebody else in, I'd love to talk to them.
All right. I think I might be able to find somebody.
Oh, it looks like we got somebody. Okay. Yeah. Or if you find anybody's. cool stuff. We're learning all about. Oh, here we go. Hey, Gabriel, can you